Hello, it's Mr. Ed and Good Time Charlie. And today, where are we today, Charlie? Don't walk away. Come here, Charlie. Where are we today?
I have to talk this morning. I had absolutely no idea. I slept on the way over here.
Well, Charlie, let me inform you.
Okay.
We are in the retirement community of Christwood today.
Sound like a place I need to be.
and it's in Madisonville, which is about 10 miles from the Abbey, something
no
like that.
more than 10
It's
miles.
close. And we got a call from the maintenance department saying that they have bees up on the second story balcony of one of the units. So Charlie, would you get over there and show us where the bees are? And
It's up there.
Yeah, Charlie's going to show you where the bees are. So that's where the bees are coming into the building up on the second story. Now, as Charlie pans down, and you can see where I'm standing down here, yep, the second story. And for us to do that removal, it's not gonna be done from the balcony itself. For that, we have us a lift coming for that. But I'm hoping that this colony bee is going to be a relatively new swarm that has just moved in. And I'm pretty sure that is going to be the case for this one. The maintenance department for this facility is very on top of things. So I'm really thinking these bees have been here a month, 6 weeks. So in that's the case, it's not going to be a huge established colony as of yet. So because of that, I have something I want to try today. Yesterday, I was called out to Slidell, which is about 30 miles from the Abbey, to retrieve a swarm. And the swarm was on the ground. And when I was told that the swarm was on the ground, the person that called me, Trudy, the lady that called me, I told her, I said, the chances are, if the bees are on the ground like that, I mean, they were on the side of a road. In fact, look, here's a picture of that swarm. So that was the picture of the swarm. It was a nice swarm, probably about 4 or 5 pounds of bees in there. And like I told the lady, if the bees are on the ground like that, the chances are very good that the queen of that hive, of that swarm, is either injured or dead. And as it turned out, she was dead. So that was yesterday evening, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I vacuumed all the bees up in the Everything Bee Vac, and with the queen knowing that she was dead, I was going to have to merge them with another colony or get a queen, and it's kind of hard to get queens right now. So what I decided to do is, since we had this removal today, and hopefully it'll be a small enough removal, we are just going to vacuum these bees right here into that same box, into the same vac that the bees are already in. Those bees in the vac right now, they know they're queenless. They've been queenless at least for 24 hours. There is not going to be any issue with these bees right here joining with them, and then these bees accepting this queen. So by the grace of God, this little experiment's going to work out, and we're going to be taking these bees back up into the Abbey. So Charlie, you ready to wrangle?
I'm ready to go.
Let's do this thing. And these are the bees that I vacuumed yesterday. And Charlie, come see if we can get a look inside of there. Like I said, it's probably, 3-4 pounds of bees inside of here. And I'm hoping that the bees up here won't overcrowd these, being that it won't be too large of a swarm up there, and it'll all work out just fine. All right, the lift is here. Charlie is here with the camera, I think it's time to go upstairs and take off that fascia board and show where these bees are. There it is, folks, and just as I had hoped, pretty small colony, probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks at the most. I don't even think it's 8 weeks, since they haven't built out hardly any comb at all. But we'll be able to get these girls in the bee vac, comb in a frame, and by the grace of God, we're going to find that queen and get these two colonies merged up together. Ooh, wee, that's a beauty, for sure, for sure. Look at that. All the comb has all been removed. I didn't see the queen on any of the comb, but with all these bees in here, and as calm as they are acting, she's in here somewhere. Let's move some of these bees out of here. That's amazing. See, it is. See where our queen is. Well, folks, it's like it was never there before, and it ain't there no more. Unfortunately, I vacuumed that doggone queen. I don't know how I didn't see her, but I guess it's just all them bees I was vacuuming, and I got her. Well, no queen, but she's inside the bee vac, so for that, thank you, Jesus. And our comb right here, this stuff is all frameable. We'll probably get at least 2 frames out of this. So we're headed up to the Abbey right now. We're going to get this stuff framed up and turn these bees loose, and hopefully we'll find our queen as she marches in. Ready to go to the Abbey, Charlie?
Ready to go to the Abbey.
All right,
Let's do it.
Now before we get started releasing those bees, first I'm going to show you what we put inside of this box. Is just a bunch of comb, and their comb and my comb. So here's just a frame with a little bit of honey on it. This is one of the frames of their comb. Frame that up. Another frame with a bit of honey on it. And I checkerboard them just because I don't want them to be falling on each other. This is another frame of honey that I put in there. There's their comb. Another frame of honey. Their comb. Another frame of honey. And their comb. And then one last just old comb, brood comb. Now I know it's kind of not right to split up the brood pattern like that. But for this purpose, I think we'll be fine with it. The bees will work it all out, and I'm not too concerned with that. So we got, this is the layout of the box from our bees that we vacuumed. But before we release those bees onto the ground right here, this box right here, these are bees that Charlie and I took out of Mississippi, out of Picayune, Mississippi on Saturday. And our queen, she's in the bottom right here. She needs to be turned loose, released. But before I do that, let me take one more mention. On June 17th, 2023, I'll be the keynote speaker over at the Texas Beekeepers Association in Conroe, Texas. So I'll leave a site for those that are interested in getting tickets for that. I'll leave an address in the description of the video on that for the Texas Beekeepers Association Summer Clinic. All right, let's go ahead and release this queen in here. This hive had 50,000 bees in it, and I had to put this second super on it right away because there just wasn't enough space in that. And I killed a beetle real quick right there. I saw another one too. Here he is. Alright. So these bees are just cleaning up. This is just old brood comb right here. They're cleaning up that mess. I'm going to take this off of here because my queen is in that bottom box. And here she is on this frame right here. We're going to just turn her loose. She's been caged up in here now since Saturday, so that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, three days. Let's see if we can find her in there. There she is, right here. There you go, good shot of her right there. I'm just gonna open up the cage. Hopefully y'all be able to see her walk out. I'm waiting until she gets to the bottom. There she goes on the bottom. There she goes. She already went in. So fast. Went right on down. Alright, let me drop in a couple of frames of honey on this one now and close this one back up. And what I'm going to do is I'll just remove the screen on the top right here and look on this part to see if our queen is on this part. And if I don't see her, then I'll bounce that in. And the reason I do that is because that way it gets our bees started to go into our box. Charlie, get a shot of it, all those bees in there. And you remember, we merged these bees with the bees that were in there already. So it's going to be an easy way of doing that. In fact, I'm going to put most of these, because I can't see if my queen is on here. I'm going to drop these in here, because if my queen is on here, I don't want her. I want to try to capture her, Charlie. And that's just too many bees for me to look for. And I don't suspect that she would be on this, but I don't want to take any chances. Alright, I don't see her here, so we're going to bounce these girls into it. And this kind of just like starts the bees to want to get into the box. They'll go down, and then when I set these bees down on the ground, it'll just encourage them to go in. My goodness, that is a lot of bees. We'll just get them to start going in, and they're going to go into that box. Charlie, get a shot of the bees at the bottom. So the bees, very few of them comparatively, did not make it, whether they were on the bottom of that heat pile and perished that way, or I vacuumed dead bees. But needless to say, the idea of merging these two colonies at the same time, it worked fine. We just got to get them to get in the box now. Let's go ahead and dump out some more bees. These little bees that are running to the outside, all I do is push them in, and then they're going to just wind up running over to the masses of bees. And once this batch gets thinned out a little bit, you see them, they're just all crawling up on the box. I'll dump another load of bees into them. It's going to take a little while. We're going to just set the bucket down and see if these bees will just crawl out on their own. Let's go ahead and grab some handfuls, and man, that is 2 inches of bees on the face of this board. I'm going to run into the box from up here, see if I can find it that way. You think we got some bees in here, folks? Woo-wee. That's good. Fruit and pepper. Charlie, I don't think I found it because those bees are going in the box now.
There's a good chance she walked in on the first bounce.
We'll be able to tell by fanning once that starts happening. But one thing you definitely can tell, there was no issue about merging the bees that I vacuumed yesterday and these today. That one I did yesterday, it was queenless. In fact, Charlie, show this over here. This is the cage that I just released the other queen with. And this is how strong queen pheromone is. These bees are searching for pheromone. And look, here's a drone bee right here. And this is the cage that we just turned that other queen loose. And so look how it attracts the bees over. Amazing. Well, we know there's no queen in here, but there was a queen in there. And look, I mean, there's bees all over this. Our queen's not in there because, you know, she's not. But it's pretty cool how they operate like that.
All right, here we are.
What are we doing, Charlie?
I have no idea.
We're gonna end up this video.
I got a box of bees right here next to me. Oh, this was it. It was quite an experience today. Yeah. Merging two groups of bees together, because one was queenless.
In fact, speaking of queenless, Charlie, when I went through that pile of dead ones, here's our.
No way.
Yeah, I pulled her out. I found her. And there's our dead queen from the swarm yesterday. So now we've got us another new queen and a bunch of other bees to carry on, huh?
Yep.
It does work. So it really did work to merge them right then and there. There might be, I don't know, 100 bees that didn't make the trip, and these could have been overheated bees, like I said, and died, or I vacuumed them dead. But for the most part, man, I'm very, very happy.
We have a lot of bees in this box.
Yeah, there really are
a lot of bees.
And now I'm gonna wait about 3 or 4 days, and then I'll come back up in here and I'll search for our queen.
Yep.
So what else, Charlie?
That's about it. Thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
We'll be making more.
God bless. It's Mr. Ed
and Good Time Charlie
we're
right
out
here.
here until the next video. God bless.